Scatter plot and association. Association is a description of how bivariate data sets are related. Outlier is a value much greater or much less than the others in a data set. Cluster is a set of closely grouped data, and that kind of looks like grapes. Scatter plot is a graph with points plotted to show a possible relationship between two bivariate sets of data. And trend is to extend in a general direction. So if we want to determine association, a positive association, this appears to be linear. And we would describe this as X increases, Y increases. Okay, this is a negative association, and we would describe it as X increases, Y decreases. There is no association on here. They're kind of just randomly plotted. So as X increases, Y increases and decreases. All right, let's take a look at example 1. A scientist gathers information about the eruptions of Old Faithful, a geyser in Yellowstone National Park. She uses the data to create a scatter plot. The data shows the length of time between eruptions, the intervals, which is the X, the input, and how long the eruptions last, the duration. That's the Y, the output. Describe any clusters you see in the scatter plot. Okay, so we see some clusters here and here. So we have 2 sets of clusters. There is a cluster at 50 minutes and 80 minutes. Describe any outliers you see in the data plot. Okay, oopsie. Erase this here. I can't really see. Alright, we got some outliers at 57.3. Like right about here. So the point 57.3 appears I'm sorry, it's not here. This one here. 57.3 appears to be an outlier. Because it doesn't fall in either cluster. Okay, suppose the geyser erupts for 2.2 minutes, and after 75-minute intervals, would this point lie in one of the clusters? Would it be an outlier? Explain your answer. So if we have 2.2 and 75, right there, that appears to be an outlier. It's not in the first cluster, it's not in the second cluster. So the point 75, 2.2 will be an outlier. Because it is not near either cluster. All right, let's take a look at the back side. Example 1. Susan asked 20 people if they would buy a new product she developed at each of several prices. The scatter plot shows how many of the 20 said yes at a given price. Describe the association between the price and the number of buyers. Well, this looks like a negative association. So as price increases, the number of buyers decreases. So there is a negative association because the data points do not lie along. The association is nonlinear. Okay, number 6. The plot shows the reading level and height of 16 students in a district. Describe the association and give a possible reason for it. All right. This looks like a positive association. This might be an outlier. Okay, but we're going to say positive association. As reading level increases, the height increases. This is a positive association.